Hi everyone, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. Today I'll be demonstrating how to create this extra tall 2-tier engagement cake. I am starting off with the top tier, so I have that 7-inch cake board stuck to a temporary cake board. On goes the white chocolate and raspberry mud. This will be alternated with a buttercream and a white chocolate ganache frosting. And then if you like, halfway through, you could add a secondary cake board with some dowels to support the weight of it. However, I knew this was going to be a super duper stable cake, so I just continued to build on the layers. Pop on a crumb coat to trap in those crumbs. I've gone with the buttercream finish because the last layer of frosting will be buttercream. Just for some added peace of mind, whenever I'm working with a white finished cake, I'll go on with a little bit thicker of a crumb coat so that by the time you add that final layer of frosting, you're less likely to see the color of the crumb underneath. Once you're happy with the finish, drag that top lip to the middle. Here I am just going to be covering a little spot where I made a boo-boo. I'm going to add the frosting at the top, create a lip by dragging along the side and then cutting that off. Super duper simple. Into the fridge she goes to set for about an hour, 20 minutes if your fridge is very strong, or 10 minutes in the freezer. On I go with a final layer of frosting, same buttercream, but this time I've microwaved it so it's nice and smooth and it gives me plenty of time to work with it before it begins to set. Go around once without stopping, just to create a nice smooth finish, and then cutting into that lip to create a top sharp edge. Before you put it back into the fridge while the buttercream is still wet and sticky, apply any sprinkles. I have 3 different sizes that I have gone with here, and I'm going to be tossing the tiny ones on and then placing the middle and the larger ones on individually. Here I got tired of it though and just threw them on because patience, didn't have much. Into the fridge she goes to set. And then I'm applying some stencil work just in a couple of places. Just going to smooth it out with my spatula and then add a little extra at the very top as well. So I purposely left this area without any sprinkles so that I could hold my spatula down nice and flat against the cake. Because this is a 2-tier, we need to add support beams. So these are the wooden dowels. I have 5 of them arranged inside the cake, cut flush with the top of the cake. On goes your top tier, which has been decorated in the same way. I have my dowel on the top that I'm holding to help me carry the cake to that bottom tier. When it's centered, I can remove my spatula and then feed that dowel through all the way. You can use a hammer to kind of knock it in. I didn't cut it properly. It was still taller than the cake, so I had to maneuver it back out just enough to be able to trim it down so that the dowel was shorter than the cake. Add some buttercream just to hide that spot, and then go around the cake, see if there are any other spots that need covering. For example, the base of that top tier, there's always going to be a little spot, usually where your spatula was, that needs a trim or a buttercream top up. Then add in your flowers. You can do this the day of the event. I've gotten the stems and I have dipped them into a product called Stem Seal. It's like a waxy food safe product that you can create barrier with your flowers so that the actual stem doesn't touch the flower. Oh my gosh, so the actual stem doesn't touch the cake. Sorry guys, I'm on antibiotics. It's messing with my brain. In go the little filler flowers. These are gyp flowers that I've used. And that is your cake complete. If you'd like to join in on our courses, I'll leave that linked in the description box below. And if you recreate something like this, I would love to see it. Hashtag Rosie's Dessert Spot so I can check it out. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you again in the next one.